Hello, guys. Um, it's been like 2 weeks since my last video, and you guys seem to enjoy that. It's my most popular video now. So, I'm joined by my friend this time, who hasn't appeared on my channel in like a few months now. Say something.
Hi, I'm back from my trip, and I'm
Okay,
gonna be doing more videos with this guy
yeah.
because I'm hot.
Alright, so in this video, I'll be telling you guys, um, the best vehicles to buy in Jailbreak. Be a few categories: 0 to 50,000, which cars you should buy in there. 50 to 100k, 100 to 500k, 500 to a million, and any of the $1 million vehicles. Alright, so let's get into this. Okay, so when you're at 0 to 50,000, there's not much you can do at this rate. I would recommend buying the level 5 garage, mainly because that's pretty good, it's 50k. But there are a few vehicles that I would recommend. Oops, not this. The Tesla Model S, it's like, what, 15 or 16k? It's actually really fast. It's like as fast as like vehicles that are 10 times its price. Or not 10 times, like 5 times its price. So it is probably quite a worth vehicle. There are some other
This
vehicles that
car and this car from Beta was free, I think.
so there are a few vehicles that you definitely shouldn't buy in this range of 0 to 50,000. One vehicle in particular, I'll have it on the screen right now, is the dirt bike. Mainly because it's slower than the default car, which is really slow. Because the dirt bike has fast acceleration, but it's just not a fast car, and it's not a good idea. And then there are some other cars too that are highly worth it as well. One of the cars I will also go spawn in the garage right now. So here we have two cars, the dirt bike and the Jeep. The Jeep is free actually. It's decently fast. It's not as fast as the Tesla, but it is one of like the starter cars that you should get. A lot of people say it's not that good since it's in the military base, but you can spawn it as we did right now. The patrol, this looks like a dirt bike, but this is actually the patrol bike, which is 45k, and it's actually really fast. Unlike the dirt bike, where in the dirt bike it's only fast acceleration, this has fast speed and fast acceleration, so it's probably one of the more worth vehicles. Okay, so now we're in the range of 50 to 100,000. In this range, really, you should get the level 5 garage at this point, but again, but at the same rate, you should be getting cars too, because, well, if you buy a level 5 engine and you don't have a car, what's the point?
Yeah, that's
And
true.
anyway, so as this is pretty similar to the last one. There are a lot of vehicles in this price that you can buy. You can pretty much buy the same vehicle that they're still pretty decent, but I'll pretty much tell you the vehicles you shouldn't buy, mainly because they're not worth it. One thing is this vehicle, the Challenger or something. It actually looks really good. Like it looks
Like
like
new.
it looks a really solid vehicle in terms of how good it looks, but in terms of performance, it actually doesn't go that fast. It's decent, but it's not exactly worth its price, if you know what I mean. But if you just want to buy it because it looks really good, I'd say this is one of the best looking vehicles in Jailbreak. It's faster.
Okay,
Alright, so
sounds
here
good.
we are going to be reviewing the one that a lot of you are probably waiting for, 100 to 500k. And at this mark, realistically, there's not, like, this is where you really get into fastest. Also, get out of the Chiron. Get out. Okay, so this, of course, is here, the Bugatti Chiron. This car is extremely worth it. Like, the old Bugatti was definitely the most worth car at 500k. The thing about this vehicle is that it doesn't go that fast backwards, but it also looks pretty good, and it does drive slightly faster than the Bugatti, so it's pretty much the same, but, like, yeah, this is a pretty good worth car. But and then here's the Lambo, and the Lambo my friend here has. Get in it, because I don't want my share to. Well, yeah. So this car is again extremely worth it. Like after the original Bugatti, Lambo is probably the most worth car. It doesn't have that high acceleration, but its top speed is almost as much as the Roadster. 6 times more the price. I'll have a photo right here on the screen, and that's so. Here we have the Roadster. Roadster is an extremely worth vehicle. It's almost as much as the original Bugatti, but you see, thing about Roadster, it has immense acceleration. Acceleration is really fast. It looks pretty good. I think, in my opinion, Chiron looks slightly better than it, but like, Roadster looks pretty good too. So this is also an extremely fast vehicle because they have the fastest acceleration of any vehicle, and while its top speed isn't the best, it's still in the top 4 or 5. I can't remember. So yeah, if you are gonna buy a vehicle in like 500, 600, definitely buy the Roadster or the Chiron. But again, this is a big price range, 100 to 500k, so there are a few other vehicles that we have to review. Also, stop dancing on the car, you're gonna fall off.
Ah! Oh,
And you
right.
fell off. What did I tell you? So, okay, so here we are. This is where get out! This is my vehicle! Okay. Okay. This is the Ferrari. This vehicle, the Ferrari actually looks pretty good, to be honest. But,
Very hot.
I don't remember the exact speed of it, but I think it is faster than the old Ferrari, which is good. And it does have a faster acceleration than the Lamborghini. It's pretty much the same as the Lambo. It is 100k, 100k more, but I think it picks up its speed a little bit faster. It's not the worst car in the world. I wouldn't particularly recommend buying it, but
Is it faster than the Lambo?
no, it is not faster than the Lambo. But if you want a vehicle that just looks decent, it's not the worst thing in the world. Its top speed isn't amazing, but I think it's alright. We are at the $1 million vehicle, the final one of this section. So, majority of them spawn here, but there are 2 others, and I'll get those eventually. So, when you're buying a $1 million vehicle, I would recommend to not buy the monster truck or the Volt bike. Buy the drone, or the Army heli. Army heli would be your best option. To be honest, it is the best vehicle, but drone was also a good one, mainly because it can actually hover up and go down. And while it is, and the thing about these 3 vehicles, the Army heli is made just simple, but it is kind of big. That's why I would recommend the drone. But like the drone and the Army heli would be the ones you really want to buy first, because drone, while it is a bit challenging to learn how to go up with it and go down, it's not that hard, unlike vehicles like the Volt bike, which have been broken for a while. And while there is a glitch where you can easily do this, it takes a while to learn how to drive this properly. Like, when you're driving it off-road, it's actually pretty good, and it can go over a lot of stuff, but the main part of the Volt bike is that it's like a clean, very fast vehicle, and while it is pretty good now, and it actually does do pretty good, it will definitely, because, see, think about the Volt bike now, it has a higher ceiling and a lower floor, if you know what I mean. Overall, it can do really good, but it also has more chances of failing at the same time, so, and then the monster truck is a vehicle I would recommend buying after, mainly because you can buy this first if you really want to buy it, but in my opinion you should wait, because if you buy something like a drone, or the Army heli, even the Volt bike to some extent, you can at least grind easier with it, and the monster truck eventually you can start buying the other ones. It is your choice, but I wouldn't recommend buying a first vehicle. So these are the original 4, these are the 4 that spawn here. Let's go review the other 2, which are actually not the best ones. Not by any means.
Why they're deserted from the $1 million place.
Alright, so here we have the Jet. Okay, so the Jet, again with the monster truck, I wouldn't recommend buying it as your first vehicle. Mainly because you should get off now because it's gonna glitch.
I'll break the barrier.
I think it'll, yeah, okay, I'm out. Okay. Thing about this, it's kind of hard to control in some sense. And while it is actually really fast, I'm not sure if it's faster than the Torpedo, I know it's faster than the Bugatti, but it's not really a vehicle that you can easily control, if you know what that means. It does have missiles on it, which is cool, but you can't really aim them. Like on the, on the Army heli, for example, it's really easy to aim them. Like, at least some of them, for example. So I wouldn't recommend buying this. So, yeah, that is my review. I didn't review all of them, mainly because some of them just didn't really worth it. I like the Ray, a lot of people won't buy because there are a lot of other good vehicles. I didn't want to review all of the bad ones, too. The both ones aren't really that good, like the Jet and stuff. So yeah, that is my review for the Jailbreak vehicles. I'm gonna toss your vehicle into Oblivion now. And, goodbye.